What's up, guys? This is my Minecraft world. In this series, I will be showing you all of the creations that I've made currently on my personal world. I have quite a few different worlds, but this is by far my favorite, mostly because it's all of my creations. So a little bit about myself. I mostly specialize in nonfiction creations. I don't usually get into all of those freaky buildings. I don't do any like big aliens or dragons or statues that are ginormous or whatever else. So obviously I'm just gonna, for the very first video, I'm just gonna show you a little bit around. I'll give you a tour of my world. So as you can see, this is a kingdom, and you can see that I've got my houses. Behind that, the one that I'm pointing to right now is the blacksmith. Right beside that, off to the right, would be the bank. It's kind of generic, but inside it looks pretty cool. Right now, I'm looking at the market tent, if you will. It looks kind of weird, and the colors, I don't know what I was trying to go for. I was trying to make like a signified color, but I kind of dropped that idea. That was one of my first creations in this area, so. Right next to that on the right is the inn or the hotel. It looks pretty cool inside. All of these buildings look pretty cool, but that one's pretty good. I think I did a decent job on that one. Right next to that on the right is the pub, and that's pretty cool what I did in there. Probably my favorite creation that I did besides my castle is the church. Now the church is pretty cool. It looks roughly like a church, I'd say. But this castle, this thing has kind of a cool idea in mind. It's supposed to be like a secret society, if you will. Here's the entrance. There's a few different ways to get in. But anyway, so I tried to keep this looking pretty nice. I think it worked. It's all lit up. It's nice. On the outside, it looks a little better, I'd have to say. Yeah, I think. Anyway. Anyway, so the wall around here, it took forever. I'm not gonna lie, it took way longer, and I did it the hard way. There wasn't the update when I was doing this, so I did this all pretty much by hand. Then the update came out, and there was creative mode, so I could start flying, and I could place blocks way faster. So I just started placing TNT because there used to be like a big mountain around here, but now it's all leveled off and it looks pretty decent. And it's getting the wall, like I said, took a long time. All of these little huts are the same. They're all the same in height, width, and length. The chests aren't filled yet, but they're supposed to be arrows and swords, armor, and whatever else you'd use to like fight battles or whatnot. And this stretches all the way around, so I'll give you like a few second run here. There are iron bars on the windows, so you can't fall out, obviously. Safety first. But with saying that, there isn't anything to keep you from falling off of here on these edges. You can just jump up and die, I guess. But kind of has to be that way. Mostly because you won't be able to shoot over it, or you won't be able to shoot over it or through it. Like if I put something up here, you can't really see anything. I mean, so if you jump up here, at least you can see down. Anyway, so that's the wall itself. So, and there's a path around here. None of these dogs are mine either, so we'll just start off with the buildings. Most of these buildings are the same. I mean, there are little features about them that are slightly different. But for the most part, you've got the windows, bookshelves, a bed, and a chest. I just wanted to make that pretty simple. There wasn't really anything that needed to be done to these houses to make them anything better than it had to be. So, and those are all the same. So, that's pretty much it. The blacksmith, on the other hand, pretty decent. I would say this is supposed to represent the anvil table, if you want to call it that. And here you've got the water and you've got the lava representing the material that you're using to smelt down. You've got your furnaces here. So, since this is supposed to be in the Dark Ages or the Middle Ages, Obviously, all of this is made out of cobblestone and wood. That's basically what they had back then. So here's the bank. I kind of added this as a little thing. Usually the king would have all of this stuff in its castle, but I kind of like added this modernly. Looks pretty good. You can see there that there's a train stop, stop and go. That leads to a different part of the map. Well, kind of it's actually under us right now. That's supposed to be like a secret society, if you will, kind of like Assassin's Creed. There's a really cool way to get into that. This is the barracks for the soldiers. Now, if you come all the way up to the top, and I'll get out of the fly mode here, you're supposed to jump down. I haven't really fixed it quite yet, but you're supposed to jump down, and you get in here, and this is the under part. It's kind of dark, because I haven't really done it too much with it yet. I'm still clearing it out and whatever. Once it's cleared out, I'll naturalize it again, which for me means that I will go back to fly mode. I'll make all of these go down again into hills made of dirt. You know, obviously you've got to do that, otherwise there's a big gaping hole and people can see. So it's not really secretive. But anyway, the train tracks, like I said, this is the bank that I was talking about. The train tracks lead into here. The teller puts all of the stuff that the king wants into his own place, or however that works, and then he can send stuff back, obviously. And that leads all the way into the castle, which I'll show you in a minute. What's this? Oh yeah, that's the entrance. I'll just go out this way too. Alright. So I showed you the houses, I showed you that. I showed you the bank. There's not a door on here. You have to, I'll put a different entrance on here later. But for now, there's not an actual public access. This is the inn that I was talking about. Right here's the counter. You got your register. Some of this is modern, some of it's older looking, but for the most part, it's based on the Middle Ages. Most of the rooms are all the same, except for, I don't know which one is, oh yeah, do I know? I think these two on the end are the big ones, but I don't really know for sure, so I'm gonna have to go down to the end and actually look. Yeah, the rooms on the end, right by the stairs, are the big ones, and there are two of them. I didn't really plan this whole room thing out properly. I missed it by a few. So they're uneven rooms, but these are the deluxe rooms. Then these are just the normal rooms. Basic stuff that are in them: bookshelves. You've got a CD. You've got a music player. You've got your chest full of all of the music discs, and then you've got a bed, and you've got some pictures all in here. And the rooms are quite high up, so I guess I kind of dropped the ball on that one. But either way, it serves the purpose. What it was supposed to be used for. The inn, or the lobby, I mean, is pretty nice, I'd say. There's no furniture yet. I'll put in those benches, but for the most part, pretty nice. Going on the path here. Like I said earlier, this was the pub. So we'll go in here. It's a little dark, but basically this is the pub. Behind the counter, I have water symbolizing alcohol, and then different potions, strength and healing. So I guess that can kind of work its purpose in there. This is the bench for like friends and whatnot. So you can have a party in here. The pistons are kind of cool. Basically all I did, I'll get out of flying mode here. Okay. Basically all I did was I dug 2 down on each side, dropped a redstone light on each side, and then threw on the piston. And that'll just keep it on so it represents a table. Pretty basic. It works, and it looks pretty good. There's no windows or anything in here. It's kind of a dark, desolate kind of an area. These are supposed to represent shelves, where the guy would throw on all of the liquor to show off. Either way, so that's pretty cool. We'll go on to the church you've already seen. Soldiers of the king sleep. Yeah, I know, it's dirt floor. I kind of threw this together really fast. I didn't really care about this. but they can throw their personal belongings into the chest. You've got these are supposed to represent bunk beds. I'm pretty sure they work like, yeah. You can just get in like normal, except it's not nighttime. There are 2 levels to this building. This one is the actual armory for the soldiers, and on top is what I showed you earlier with the dropping secret entrance. Alright, moving on. This is the range, the archery range. There's nothing in it yet, but obviously there would be your arrows and your bows, and you can shoot. It works pretty good. It looks really nice. For some reason, they turned out a lot better than I was expecting. Now, what happened here was, like I said earlier, the update came in, and I didn't realize that there would be a swamp biome right there, so it kind of looks ugly for some reason. It just looks horrible right here with the mixture of grasses and stuff. The green, those 2 shades of green don't look too bad, but the dark green it's just not what I want to see. But I kind of had to deal with it. Now, the castle is my favorite part about this.